even Twitter, for crying out. Don't get me started on Twitter. Twitter. Okay, here's a hot take real quick. Twitter is a dumpster fire, and that's why I avoid it. Anyway, going on. Ha 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 ha. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast, episode 67. Today, what we're going to talk about is social media and kind of like what it means to take like a social media break or cleanse. Now, the term social media cleanse is often thrown around, and same with the word detox. Like, it's the same definition, pretty much. Pretty much, it just means to take a break. By the way, my name is Finn Lawler. I am your host for this podcast. Let's begin. So it on the level of like social media like breaks, you don't have to take a break, although some people do choose to take a break. Like they could take a break for, I don't know, mental health reasons. Maybe they are too anxious and maybe they figured out that social media does cause anxiety in some people, which it does actually. Fun fact, I actually made a whole entire documentary about social media's effect on our mental health. So I will link that in the description and you guys can go check it out. Yeah, so personally, actually, I'll continue and then I'll get to the personal experiences. Um, so yeah, the general definition of a social media detox or a cleanse is to just take a break for a while. You could take a break for, I don't know, a day, a week, a month. Heck, you can even take a break for a year. Like personally, I won't do that because I have, videos to make and podcasts to make too. But if I need to take a break for maybe a couple days, then I'll do it. Like for example, um, I'm actually currently on a short little cleanse from like Instagram and Snapchat, and I've been on it for about the past, I don't know, like 2 days maybe. It the main like thing that I found with it was like having social media out of the picture for a couple days kind of just makes like it like calms it makes me calm down. It personally just like relaxed me a little bit because I wasn't like anxious about like, oh, what if I got a DM or what if I got a comment or a like or something. It's like that's all it is. It's just a digital number. When you think about it, right? So I don't know how long my short little cleanse or detox is gonna go. It's kind of off and on. Like I'll take a break every couple days, check back on briefly for like maybe 5 minutes, and go back off, and then I don't. It's kind of weird because I don't personally in my life I don't need social media. Like for example, people also do. Sorry, I was looking at my notes on my phone. People always do. Always people do social media detoxes or cleanses. Maybe because they want to stop comparing themselves to other people, or like they want to stop being jealous of someone or something or whoever. Because it's like, oh, um, this person over there is at like Miami Beach and they're sipping a mojito or something while I'm over here just kind of sitting in my room on nothing. So it's kind of like, but the thing you got to remember is that that picture of that person is literally only a fraction, right, of that person's life, pretty much. They could be having a way crappier time than you, and you don't even know it. And that's just me hypothetically speaking. Like I've only done that a couple times, where like I see one of my friends and they're at Disney World or something, or they're at like a football game, and I'm just sitting here like twiddling my thumbs. um, but that's the thing though. I have a theory. You ready? So my theory is that the apps such as Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok's a big one. Instagram, all those. It it wires us in a certain way, and here's how. It wires us in a specific way. It wires us to think a specific way, to subconsciously, or maybe not subconsciously, we involuntarily compare ourselves to other people. Some of us don't even know it. To be honest with you, and I'm always honest with you, that happened to me sometimes, a few times, a lot. But I'm getting there where I'm just kind of not doing it. But anyway, it so the here's the theory, and I'll stop kind of like dodging the bullet or beating around the bush. But here's the theory: social media trains us and is programmed to make us subconsciously, or maybe not subconsciously, involuntarily compare our lives to other people. That's probably all it is. Like, whether we recognize it or not, it's gonna make you compare yourself to somebody in some way, shape, or form. Whether they have more likes than you, more comments than you, I don't know. But it's like a mind control game where it's just like we're gonna we're gonna make sure that these people uh compare themselves to others and they won't even recognize it because it's all part of our plan. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Um but you have to recognize it though. You have to recognize when you're comparing yourself to others because maybe you're feeling like depressed or something, or you're anxious. It happens in a lot of different ways. It's not just one, two, or three. It's a bunch. It's a bunch of different ways. Um So people also do full circle. People also do social media cleanses to maybe try to become more productive in their lives. Maybe they want to like have a project go on, right, and maybe they can't do it properly because they're being distracted by like Snapchat stories, TikTok reels, Instagram reels, you name it. Even Twitter, for crying out. I mean, don't get me started on Twitter. That Twitter. Okay, here's a hot take real quick. Twitter is a dumpster fire, and that's why I avoid it. Anyway, going on. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no. They take detoxes or cleanses from those apps to maybe become more productive or do other things that they wanted to do. The list goes on and on. But they. This is just also what I've done too, where like they don't go on social media because they want to be more productive and push forward in their life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Granted, okay. I'm gonna wrap up here by giving you guys a couple ups and downs, mainly two. One up is one upside of social media. It's in the name. Socializing, social interactions. Yeah. So this is where FOMO comes into play. And like you have to like whether like part of the social interaction from social media, funny how that works out, is based on just talking to people, right? Like the amount of face-to-face interactions have been outweighed by the interactions of DMs, Snapchats, even comments. I'm just saying. Just saying. This is what I've seen. This is what I've heard. This is what I've done, for crying out loud. So yeah, social interaction, cool. Yeah. That's a benefit of having social media. And let's see. One last down that actually I'll wrap it up by saying this. One down of social media is, like I said before, we unknowingly, when we scroll past that person's picture who looks like they're having a great life or something, and maybe you're not, that tells our brains to be like, oh hey, this person's life is better than yours, which means you're garbage. It's like no, that's not how that works. It's all in your brain, all in your head. Your head is your mind is playing tricks on you. Let me say that again. Your mind is playing tricks on you. It is, whether you're on social media or not. But that's not the point. The point is recognizing when you're comparing yourself to others. Just take a breath, take a step back, and realize that it's happening. Anyway, that's my take on social media, I can't even say it, social media and social media detoxes. I totally recommend, if you need one, to take a social media cleanse or a break. It could be for the rest of the day today or tomorrow, whenever. But I encourage you, if you're feeling anxious, depressed, stressed out, angry, get the phone out of your room. Out of your room. Delete Facebook from your phone. Delete Snapchat. And just put your phone in the other room and go do something. You will thank me later. I promise. Because I've done it. And hopefully you will too. You got this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to the Junior Mints podcast. I have been your host, Finn Lawler. This has been episode, I think, 67 of Junior Mints. If you guys like my podcast and would love to see more, please, drop a like, subscribe down below, and go check out my other videos. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.